Okay, for this function, we want the piecewise function x plus 4 for any x coordinates greater than 0, and then just the horizontal function of f of x equals 3 for any x's less than or equal to 0. So for this one, come on, highlighter, there we go. For this one here, I'm just going to make a table of values. I know it's linear, but I want to make sure that I only choose x's that are greater than 0, but I'm actually going to use the 0 so I can see exactly where it starts. But for this point right here, use an open circle. You need to know exactly where it starts. Well, technically it would start at like 0.0000000000001. It's so close to 0 you can't graph it. So you'll go to 0, find the y coordinate, and if I stick 0 in here, 0 plus 4 will equal a 4. So 0, 4, I'm going to need an open circle. So I will put an open circle right there. And then I'm just going to pick a couple of points to the right. When x is 1, 1 plus 4 is 5. When x is 2, 2 plus 4 is 6. So over 1, up 5, over 2, up 6, and then connect my dots and it would be going off like that. So this is this graph right here. And then the other one, about purple this time, we want just a horizontal line going through the y-axis at 3, but that would be less than or equal to 0. So I'm going to start at 3 with a solid dot, but then I only want the horizontal line going to the left because I can only have that part of it. And that would be this graph. Doot. And there's my answer. Isn't that lovely? Hope that made sense. Then we get into these composite functions. For the pair of functions, find the indicated sum, difference, product, or quotient, whatever it is I give you. For the first one, I said find f plus g of 4. So I've got an f function and I've got a g function, and f plus g is the same thing as saying f of the 4 plus g of the 4. So for the f function, you're going to put this 4 right here. So this is going to become 4 squared minus 7. That's that function. Plus, and then for the g function, you'll put the 4 right here. And this becomes 4 times 4 plus 5. So for, this is the pink, and this is the purple. So for my purple part, 4 squared is 16. 16 minus 7 is 9. Plus, and for the pink part, 4 times 4 is 16, plus 5 is 21, and 9 and 21 gives me a grand total of 30. So the answer on that first one's 30. Now the second one, I said do f minus g of x. So remember, f minus g of x is the same thing as saying f of x minus g of x. We're not plugging any numbers this time. And the g of x function is the yellow one, which is here. And the f of x function is the blue one, which is there. So since this is subtraction, you should put your functions in parentheses because you're going to have to distribute it. So I'm going to have to take the 9x minus 8 minus the 7x minus 2. So that's going to be 9x minus 8 minus a 7x plus a 2. So my final combined like terms answer is 2x. And then negative 8 plus 2 is minus 6. And then 7 is f times g of f. Okay, so we're going to take f of x times g of x. Okay, and this time my f function will be green, and my other function, what color haven't I used? How about gray? Will be gray. Ugh. So that's that one. And that's that one. So just multiply them. And again, since these are binomials and you're multiplying them, you should put them in parentheses, because you're going to take the 5x minus 8 times the 3x plus 2. There's the g function, and there's the f function. And I just have to FOIL this. So what do we got? First times first is 15x squared. Outside would be plus 10x. Inside is negative 24x. And last times last is a minus 16. And then these two are like terms. So my final answer is 15x squared minus 14x minus 16. And there she is. All right.